Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. Today is the Tuesday after the Metal Fest, and myself and several others that I was rolling with, we are drained because we committed our entire activity on this game to Metal Fest. That's all we did. It was Metal Fest point earning, blah 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 blah, and it paid off great for us. But in the end, we're glad that it was over because it was just an unbelievable trek. You know, we did great. Myself, Fish, Wrong Way, White Flies, Johnny Reb, all of these guys were just hardcore and did whatever they could to score as much as possible. And, you know, for each of us it's different, you know, a little bit of luck for each guy, and everybody's luck is different, so it's one of those things. But the thing that happened for, you know, I talked to Fish and White Fly specifically, the three of us, who shall basically be referred to as the Three Stooges of this operation, we were able to catch the brakes on the chest opportunities with the epic drops, etc., to get all of the KISS tanks as part of our payoff. So I wasn't, you know, really super excited about the KISS tank specifically, but that's probably because, you know, I'm a 70s KISS guy, and I would have done it differently to a degree, but I was like, I'm like, okay. But as time goes on, it's like, you know, Fish made a great observation, was that, because this is a limited, you know, licensed affair. Get it or probably don't get it. And there may not be another or a second opportunity. Now, I don't know if there is or isn't going to be a second opportunity to get KISS tanks, what have you, like an encore event, or if it would come back again next year for the next Metal Fest. So taking Fish's advice, it was like, okay, well, if whatever I can get, I can earn through my event, I will snag them, which I was able to get them all because I got super lucky. And that's really what it boils down to. I was super lucky. Now, some of you guys probably weren't super lucky. And the reason I got super lucky is because I had a bunch of the prize tanks from those chests. And the ones I didn't have, I got super lucky and got them way faster than I thought was even possible. I thought there's no chance I'm going to get this. I'll never finish them all off, and then even if I did, I'm not going to last long enough to get any prizes out of that. Completely wrong. Now, I was completely wrong because the statistics were just essentially thrown out of the window. But their published statistics didn't match with what I got. Now, that was both good and bad, and I'm going to tell you the good part first. The good part was that I got every epic tank that I didn't have, and I got every one of those. In fact, throughout the entire operation, every epic tank I received was received before I got to 60. And, you know, I got the final one Monday night on the 58th chest out of 60. So technically that one was early. That was the only one that went beyond 35. I got to like 35 or less and got an epic tank just randomly. In fact, one of the lucky streaks I had was I had an epic tank. Then I don't remember what the other item was, but it was a nothing item, either a commander or a sticker with an inscription. And then I got an epic in three chests. I got 2 epic tanks, which is the real catalyst. It was like, oh my God, I have a shot. You know, you don't expect this because it's ridiculous. Now, White Flies, we talked to him. He back-to-back epics. He got an epic. I think he said it was on chest 59, and then the next one on the new countdown, boom, epic again. So the 2 of us just had monster luck on epic tank receipts, and that's what helped us score like maniacs. And that guy was still scoring. Yeah, I quit. You know, I'm like, I've gone as far as I can go. I quit. He was hardcore, and he was continuing, and he just sent me a message. He got another one, and I'm like, man, fantastic, congratulations, you're the king. I can't match that. I mean, I could maybe, but I wasn't even going to try because it was like his determination was next level, and that's how you're going to score in these kind of events. You have to have next level determination. Now, Fish and I had next level determination, but White Flies went 1 or 2 levels beyond that. It was the craziest I've ever seen, and that's how he scored. And he scored like a maniac. It was fantastic. So it was great talking to all those guys, you know, as we scored. Now at some point, I'm going to make some video, I guess, about this in general. But I wanted to give you guys kind of a recap of what happened in the operation, which is why I remade my garage with the Halloween decor and the 4 KISS tanks. So that's what you're seeing here. And that one, the tank you see in the front here, is the Stage 100 Tiger Mouse. So I wanted you guys to check that out. And the thing that's really odd is that the usage of the spots in your garage by the decor that you see from Halloween, the 2 Spark Pyrotechnics and the KISS marquee and the 4 tanks, it uses up almost everything. There's nothing else to really put in there. I mean, I could put, you know, the guitar, and there's a couple other minor items, but they, you know, it doesn't matter. So I just cleaned it all out. I just put the basic stuff on there, and that's what you see here in my garage. And this is about as good as I could make it look configuration wise. You know, I put the big heavy tanks in the back and the 2 smaller tanks up front. But looks pretty fantastic, to be honest. So this is for you guys who are wondering, you know, well, how did you guys do? Blah, blah, blah. And it was crazy, man. It was just crazy. We got up and did what have you. You know, for myself, you know, I was kind of lucky. You know, normally you wouldn't say this is a lucky thing, but I had the opportunity to take care of a minor elective surgery. And as a result, I was forced, you know, into my chair for 3 days. You know, actually 4 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I was basically under medical orders not to move around a lot. My wife said, go sit in your chair and play your game. Deal. So that helped me a lot because, I mean, for this whole thing here, and you know, everything was fine for me. It's just that on the procedure I had done, I had an incision on my abdomen, and it's just hard to move around, and it's really inconvenient. But yeah, everything is great for me. I felt good. It's just that moving around caused pain, so the less movement I made, the better I was. And if you watch the videos, like the one I made for Johnny Reb, That was, the day after I had the procedure. And, as long as I'm not moving, I'm not feeling pain. But if I walk around and I have to walk, and my wife said I walk like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So I bend over and, I have a very T-Rex looking posture and walking to relieve pain in that area. So it's all good. Don't worry about me. I feel great. Everything is good. And like I said, if you watch that Johnny Reb video, you'll never know that I had this procedure. I didn't mention it because it really wasn't a big deal. But it did help me to be able to concentrate on this crazy event that we had. Because, and I sat there, geez, dude, I can't tell you. It was like, it was every waking hour of the day, just about. About 16 hours for 3, well, it was about maybe 12 hours on Friday. Then like Saturday, Sunday, Monday was like, it was 18 hours a day. Or 16, 17, whatever it was. And Monday I was just like, dude, I quit. I just like, I finished what I had planned on doing and took care of it, got the whole deal. So wanted to make a, not too long of a video giving you a kind of a brief description of what's going on. And I'm going to get back and I'm going to make another video with a more detailed results of what happened. But this is just like, we're doing great. Myself, Wrong Way got he completed all his prize tanks for that series. Same thing for White Flies and myself. Fish started with them all, and so he raked it in nastily because he started the entire thing, boom, ready to go, and was collecting prize tank refunds ahead of all of us. So the 4 of us all did great, really. But we just had, various degrees of luck or success on what you got, etc. So hope you guys find this somewhat interesting. It was all pretty good. We haven't really done much except play our stupid, operations tank stuff. So the other stuff, I've played a couple of matches in KISS tanks. That's it. I've only played the Demon and I've played the Spaceman. I haven't touched the other ones. I haven't even put anything in them because I'm just like recuperating from the non-stop, Metal Fest. So really, that's it. I just wanted to say, hey, what's going on? Give you some info in case you're interested, and I will see you guys soon. I'll have a video following this one for What's New Tuesday, and that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you guys again today, real soon. And as always, like and subscribe. Ow, that hurt. I shouldn't say that loud.